This is 0.1 acres, and this is how I am planning to make at least £8,000 from it this year by growing and selling vegetables. I dug these 3 patches last year so that I could grow and sell carrots and potatoes, but after losing all of my carrots to carrot fly and my potatoes to blight, I only made about £100. But this year, after fencing all of my patches off from rabbits, I spent all winter working out what I will have to grow to make at least £8,000 in 1 year. This year, to have more to sell, I am going to grow a much wider variety of vegetables. I made a huge spreadsheet working out how much I can make from different vegetables when planted in a 5x8 metre or 40 square metre area. And I found that the most profitable crops were beans, lettuce, carrots, onions, beetroot, leeks, peas and sweets. But I will also grow some less profitable crops like chard, kale, potatoes and spinach, so that I will be able to sell them with my more profitable crops. My 3 most profitable crops should be runner beans, which are worth £16,500 in a 40 square metre area, but that would be 100,000 runner beans, which is too much to sell, so we should hopefully make closer to £500. But loose leaf lettuce, which is worth £10,500, and carrots, which are worth £4,000, should hopefully be the 2 most profitable crops, because I've already sown more than 40 square metres in the first sowing. So that I will always have a constant supply of vegetables to harvest, I'm sowing my seeds successionally, which means sowing a smaller number of seeds every few weeks so that I will never run out of vegetables to sell. I also have a plan on which plants I will plant together, like onions with carrots to help stop carrot fly, and lettuce planted in between anything that is hard to weed. In the first smaller patch I have planted first early Arran pilot potatoes with lettuce and spinach planted in between the rows, and at the end of the patch I have planted leeks with spring onions and more lettuce in between the rows. My second patch will be mainly carrots with onions planted around them to help stop carrot fly, with even more lettuce planted in between. I might also put beetroot in with the carrots. In my third patch I will plant runner, broad and green beans with peas on the north side so that they do not shade out all of the other plants. I will also plant kale, chard, swedes, headed lettuce, leeks and some bulbing onions in the rest of the patch. Because I have filled my first patch with potatoes, and the second and third are filled with blight from last year's potato crop, I am digging another patch at the end for my main crop King Edward potatoes. I will sell my vegetables to farm shops, small restaurants and even out the front of the house in an honesty box. Last year I sold more to farm shops than anywhere else, but this year I'm hoping to sell a lot of lettuce to restaurants, because I don't think small farm shops normally have fridges to store things like lettuce. If you want to find out if I make £8,000 or fail miserably this year, subscribe to see all of my future videos.